What if I told you by making vows to yourself, you can guarantee success? But first, let's talk about what exactly is a vow. According to the dictionary definition, a vow is a solemn promise to do a specified thing or to not do a thing. Now, throughout life, we make solemn promises to ourselves, to our loved ones. Sometimes we make promises to friends, and we may make solemn promises to, say, the military if we join the military or some other organization. Now, the idea is that by making these promises, we take action and we towards that organization, or we take action to benefit ourselves. Now, the first vow of success is about self-confidence. And that vow, it reads, "Never again will I pity or belittle myself." Now, the thinking behind those words are as follows. You were born to succeed, not to fail. You were born to triumph, not to bow your head in defeat. You were born to toast victories, not to whimper and whine. No person is ever so much deceived as by himself, because we are what we tell ourselves we are. But either way, we're deceiving ourselves into that reality. Think of it this way. If someone is a coward, he may convince themselves that it's just being cautious and being careful. Someone who is a miser, someone who's cheap with money, will always think that he's just being frugal. But remember, no one in our life has deceived us as much as we have deceived ourselves. So, you can ask yourself this question: why do I always try to cover my small accomplishment under blankets of words that make light of my work or excuses for my lack of ability? So in other words, we say, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I could do better. I know other people that are better." But worst of all, I have come to believe my excuses so that I willingly sell my days, my time, for pennies while consoling myself with the thought that things could always be worse. In other words, we settle for whatever comes our way easily. And we say, "Oh, but this is not so bad," and we accept that. But no more. It is time to study the reflection in the mirror until we recognize that the most harmful enemy that we have is us. But think of it this way. In this magic moment with this first vow, we can remove that veil of self-deceit and start to see ourselves for our true value. Now, generally speaking, I believe that there are three classes of people. There are those that learn from their own experiences. I think it's generally thought of as wise people. There are those that learn from the experiences of others. Those are the happy people. And then there are those that learn neither from their own experiences nor the experiences of others. These are people that don't learn at all. And I think most of us generally think of them as the fools. I am not a fool. You are not a fool. Henceforth, we will stand on our own feet, and our terrible crutches of self-pity and self-content will be cast aside forever. In other words, we're going to stand firm on our convictions, on our promises, and we're going to be the best people that we can possibly be for success. Because remember, never again will we belittle or pity ourselves. You should say, "Never again will I belittle or pity myself." I was kind of foolish when I stood in despair, alone in a room, and envied the success and wealthy as they appeared on the TV screen. Many of them, we look at the lifestyles of Rich and Famous back in the day. We look at shows like MTV Cribs. And then we see shows now like, I forget the ones where they show people, the celebrities and the wealthy people in their homes. Even Architectural and Design Magazine TV, which I do watch, they often show celebrities' homes and they give a grand tour of it. Now, the idea with that is they're looking at it from an architectural interior design standpoint. But at the end of the day, we're looking at somebody else's wealth and riches expressed in their surroundings. Now, let's think about this. Are they blessed with unique skills, rare intelligence, heroic courage, or any other enduring ambitions? Do they have a future without fear, without doubt or despair? Are these people any better than us? I don't believe so. I hope you don't believe so, because we all have gifts. We all have skills. We all have different types of intelligence. We all have courage. We can all find, if we tap into our gifts and our courage and our intelligence, we can find the same level of success that those folks do. Remember, we were all formed in the image of God, with each of us with unlimited potential. There is nothing that we cannot achieve as long as we try. There is nothing you cannot achieve if you try. For never again will we pity or belittle ourselves. Now, I hope you find those words encouraging. I hope that vow you can learn and take in and really embrace it. Because remember, don't talk down about yourself, because you have gifts and skills and abilities. If you don't know what they are, you just have to take some time to find them and then put them to work. And I guarantee you will enjoy a better life. So I hope you found these words valuable and encouraging. And I hope you look forward to seeing my next video on the second vow of success. Take care and God bless.